I want to ask you something, and I want you to really just think about this. What if you were to treat your life in 2026 and onward the same way as a CEO would treat their business, with strategy, with design, with systems, versus with chaos and wishful thinking? Like, what if we were to actually start implementing things in our life the same way a lot of CEOs would implement it because their life becomes designed as a CEO living, if you really think about it, right? And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this episode. How to design our life like a CEO. I'm going to walk you through how you can map out your priorities, your income goals, your habits, your relationships, connections that you have, and most importantly, how to run a life that is filled with clarity and direction. I've been doing this for the last, I would say, like year and a half. And I think about my life as a business. I separate certain areas of my life and I put importance as much as I need to put importance in. In fact, at the beginning of every year, I get a brand new book. I grab mine from the dollar store and I write out certain sections. What are my thought process that I want to accomplish or maintain? A lot of it's maintaining now in the new year. We sometimes also forget about maintenance. We sometimes also forget about the things we've accomplished and we want to keep them in our life moving forward, but we also have to have some strategy to maintain that. So for this episode, I want you to grab a piece of paper or a notebook. If you haven't already, head to your nearest dollar store and pick one up and grab some type of a writing utensil, preferably a pencil or a pen. I mean, pen is concrete, but I would say pencil because throughout the year, there could be some things that you want to add or subtract because you've already accomplished it or you just your life has changed. Let's not waste no time. Let's get right into it. Welcome to the Dope Life Podcast. So just like how I said previously, you want to map out what's your priorities. And that's step one. You want to design your life as a CEO from a space of love, peace, and clarity. Most people don't fail because they lack ambition. They fail because they're focused on too many things. If you ever look at some of the CEOs that you may admire, perhaps, they're always focusing on one specific goal. They don't try to do everything. They just do the things that they know they have to get done. They focus on the right things. So I want you to map out your 2026 like this. Think about your health, your physical and mental well-being. This is number one. This is your pillar. This is your foundation. You have to take care of yourself. And if you look at any CEO, the first thing they do, the first hour, it's just dedicated to them primarily. I've watched many videos of many CEOs. The first thing they do, they meditate, they pray, they work out. They have some sense of foundation for themselves. Next, you want to look at your career and your income. This is where the work you do and the wealth that you gain. Next, look at your relationships, your family, your relationship with your spouse, relationships and connections with your friends. You still need to maintain those as well. Those are cornerstones of what make you you. Take a look at your personal growth. Are you working with a coach? Are you in therapy? Are you journaling every day? Are you reading books? Are you listening to the podcast of the Dope Life Podcast? What are you learning that is also helping you mentally and also helping you spiritually? And let's not forget the stuff that we just like: recreation, traveling, sports. These are the things that help keep you inspired. They're just as important. So in each category, here's what you're going to do. You're going to write down 3 to 5 things that are important to you. So 3 to 5 top priorities in each category. I also want you to ask yourself, what's important to you this year? What would make 2026 feel successful, fulfilling, and aligned for you? Now, when you're finished, you should have like a priority map, clear vision of what deserves your time. Start thinking about a number of how much you want to earn in 2026. What steps and offers will you provide? And what steps or offers will get you there? And also start thinking and visualizing what does success look like for you at the end of every quarter. On a sheet of paper, you just draw a line. And then there's 4 quarters. And in each 4 quarters, you put the priorities that you have for each quarter and what are your quarterly goals for each quarter. So for, let's say, for example, your goal is 120 grand a year. Break it down per quarter. That's about $30,000 per quarter. So now you could build a plan around that of how you're going to reach that $30,000 plan per quarter. Don't just look at the big goal. Break them down into actionable goals that you can meet. And then create steps per quarter so that you can reach them. Because clarity brings accountability, and accountability brings results. Now, step 3, your habits. You got to start designing habits that support your vision. and eliminate the ones that are hindering you from your vision. Every CEO knows that success doesn't come from big leaps. It comes from consistent systems. And the habits that you practice daily are either building that vision or it's breaking it. So I want you to think about 1 to 2 habits that will help support each priority in 2026. So let's say, for example, that one of the priorities is health and well-being. Maybe just working out 30 minutes a day. Again, you'd never have to do an hour to 2 hours. You could just do about 30 minutes a day. Let's say it's income. Maybe you're into content creation a little bit. So maybe daily you're putting out videos, great, good quality content. Or maybe if it's relationships, maybe you have check-ins with your spouse and your family once a week or once a month or every other week. Think of these things as non-negotiables. You got to do them no matter what. These are small daily habits that align to your bigger picture, that big version of you that you are going towards and trying to achieve. And here's a way you could do it that I've used many times and it works: habit stacking. Attach a new habit to an existing one and keep building from there. For example, 30 minutes of workout, you're just doing cardio. Maybe break that down, add another 15 minutes for weightlifting. Or after you or while you have your coffee, work on something that you know is going to benefit you getting to that version of yourself and pushing you forward. Don't discourage yourself from the small habits. The small habits have massive impact. I'm going to get down to the real nitty gritty here. Your success is determined also by the people you are connected to. The people that are around you can make or break where you're trying to go and who you're trying to become. I don't think this is talked about too much, that your environments could either help you grow or hinder you. And this is going to be a tough one to do. You got to start looking at your circle and asking, is this the people, is this the environment that I want to be in, or are these the folks that I want to take with me as I am going to grow in 2026? I know it's a bit of a tough question to ask yourself. If you think about it, most CEOs surround themselves by like-minded people that are going to challenge them, support them, and of course, hold them accountable. You need to do the same when it comes towards your life. Find mentors, accountability partners, or a community that aligns with where you're going and not where you're coming from. And your environment, it is impactful just as much. It matters just as much. You got to be in spaces that support your goals, whether it's having a clean workspace or having a inspiring vision board or even a playlist that like gets your mind right. Mine for me personally is always the 90s stuff because your environment supports your elevation. And with that, everything flows much easier. Now let's pull this all together. I want you to grab your notebook. If you haven't already, go to your local dollar store and grab a brand new notebook for the new year. We're going to create our own mini 2026 CEO plan. So I want you to write down this. My top 3 priorities for 2026 are repeat and complete. My 1 to 2 income goals are the habits that I'm committing to are the key relationships or support systems that I need to lean into more are. Take a few minutes to fill that in. That is your personal roadmap, your CEO plan for the life that you want. See it as your Google Maps to get you to where you want to go. And if you're listening to this, replay it, pause it. Don't even worry. Like, it's here for you to use even throughout 2026. You can come back quarterly and you can utilize this video. It's important to write it down because writing it down makes it concrete. Writing it down is holding yourself accountable. It makes it real, especially when you put it in a place that you see every day. Now, once you finish, I challenge you to share it with somebody that you know you can trust, someone that's going to hold you accountable. And if you don't have that, just say it out loud so that you're holding yourself accountable. Or if you straight up don't want to share it with people, you just want to keep it to you, just write it down, read it out to yourself, just so you can hold yourself accountable. Also, so that you can speak it to the universe and it's real. You feel me? It is real. Now let's talk about this lovely thing right here, our mindset. Because being a CEO of your life isn't about control. It's about intention. It's about asking yourself daily, is this decision aligned with my vision? A CEO is known for pivoting and adapting to move forward strategically. So I want you to think about the same type of energy you need to embody in 2026. Be strategic, be disciplined, be flexible, be consistent. Celebrate all of your wins, especially the small ones. Because we're aiming for progress and not perfection here. And progress is the key to sustain your success. All right, so we went over how to map your priorities, set measurable goals, build supporting habits, optimize your relationships and your environment, and adopt the CEO mindset. I want you to take 30 minutes this week to just really like edge out what does your 2026 CEO plan really looks like. Write down and even commit to just one habit a day to get to that point. And just remember this, like your life's not going to change because you hope it will. It will change because you're going to be intentional about it changing. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you were able to get a whole lot of gems out of it. 2026 is gonna be your mark. You hear me? You got this in the bag. I don't care anyone says you got this in the bag. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with other people so they can have a successful 2026. And I will see y'all next week. And y'all know what to do. Walk with peace, walk with love.